Hello, and welcome to Desynced, which is a factory building automation game. So, start up a new game here, just random seed. Everything standard, activation protocol, lots of errors, lots of problem, and we are desynced. So let's begin our simulation. And basically, what we find out here is that we need to, we've been woken up from deep sleep. We need to build a base and kind of get everything up and running. And there's different kind of components. So we're just kind of, oh, perfect. This is a good little spot, I believe, to set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy our base kind of here-ish. That's good enough. We've got two initial vehicles here that are kind of efficient. Okay. The first thing we've got here is we've got a miner. Let's go do you. We want you to start mining that ore for us because we're going to need ore. What we can also do is put this up here, and we want you to start producing metal bars. And basically we can have that, drop that off there, and boom, metal bar production will begin happening. And the free unit wants us to drop the turret on it, but we don't need to drop the turret on it yet.
Once you have the raw materials,
we're just gonna, so there are scattered resources that you can kind of pick up. Maybe I wanted to like set myself up here right in the middle of all that. Oh well. I've got enough to begin with, but either way, kind of these things can kind of come along up here. And fortunately, the scouts can pick up a lot of things. So we're going to pick up a lot of these. We're just going to drop those off there. Bar. We're building this thing. You're good. You are full. Bring you back onto my grid. And we're just going to toss all those in the main base. Fantastic. All right. We need to produce a bunch of metal bars. Let's connect you to our logistics network, and let's connect you to the logistics network. Very good. So now they will try to make this efficient. And there we go. We want to build one of those. We need plates first. Okay. To build plates, we're going to simply have to build 10 plates. There you go. Iron ore is going to get turned into plates. Good time. Alright. If I can go pick up a few more crystals. Alright. Do this. Obviously these chunks. Be nice to get eventually. Alright. We're still getting those. We've got those plates built. Let's build that. Just keep throwing those in the central command. There we go. We've got that. Okay.
if you link your components together, you can begin automating your production.
We're going to make some metal bars real quickly. Because, alright, we want to make more buildings. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that with that. So there's an assembler there. This will make more complicated things. This will take steel plates and these and create circuit chips, which we will need. But in the meantime, before we do that, we want another one of those. And essentially what we want this to do, that to go there, we want you to start making plates. Actually, not plates. We want you to make bars. We want you to make plates. And we want you to make about 10 of those. So there we go. We've got this kind of chain now. You are mining the ore. You are taking that ore and turning it into bars. And there we go. Production chain set up for the meantime. You have started building one of those. All right. You're doing okay. I'd also like to explore that, but now what we do want to do is we want to take this here and put that there. And yeah. Let's scrap that, clear that value. Let's get this built. As soon as we get this built, essentially what I can do is I can start moving part of my production chain. So now that's built. And that's important because this component can now go there. And now this can be where bars are put out. So this, that is what you're targeting. Then I'm going to link you to a world object. So your goal is to quite simply, you shouldn't need to be there to do it. Let's see. We need that and that. To unlock it. What do you need? Get this. That and that. So about this goody hut right over here. Do console. And need metal bars. Let's come back this way. You're mining. Okay. Let's have you do that. We'll put you on that. There we go. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to take this mining laser, put it there. You're no longer doing that. Your job is to target that You are then to drop that in there. Yeah. I want that. World object, that. There we go. You can start essentially just operating that. Okay. Now, let's see. What can we get? Another small building? Just gonna be building that. And the trick with this is we're gonna take this thing and we're gonna put that right there. And let's get another building. Like so. And you are going to now output those. And see, these are going to be making infinite of those. And can you make one of these, though? I want you to make one more of those. You're still making those, so it's working. Okay, you're full. I said I'm going to link you to a world object, and that's going to be that. Link to a world object. No. Inventory item. You're going for those things. Link to a world object. There. Okay. Link to a world object. Okay. You're mining home register. You're to take those. Select on map. Boom. There we go. Now you're linked to that. Let's see, can we produce another unit? Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, we're going to put this component here. You are also going to output metal bars. You are going to output those materials, voila. You are now going to output one more circuit. I only wanted to do one more. No matter. Now that that's done, I want you to make a worker. See, again, we've got metal bars here. You've got metal bars. Transfer
Technology for this
item.
structure is highly compatible with our own. Investigating more of these structures would advance our own technology.
Yeah. So, there we go. More things. The metal plates, another miner. Perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to drop this other miner right here. We're going to go there. We're going to link with a world object. We're going to select on map. It's world object, select on map, boom. All right. Each of these little workers essentially know that they are going to put into that, into that. We're now going to do this. I want you to make one more of those. Oh, I suppose we could do that. That one. Let me go grab those things. Take that. Have to figure out. Okay. It just. There we go. Circuit complete. And now we want to essentially get an item. Let's drop that there. Whoa. This scout, your job now is to go there. And we want to make this uplink. Transfer item.
Structures were built by a similar life form, yet the timestamps date back thousands of years.
But yeah, let's grab this stuff to begin with. We'll come back for it. Yes, more things. Got more of those needed, more of those. Transfer those back in. Alright, we've now got this. So our next item. And now we essentially have access to the tech tree. Things get more complicated. We can do power. We can do basic signals for better detection. So I can just set the research there. And at each stage of progress, it's going to take, one of whatever unit. So that took one. So it's doing that. And as you can kind of see here, there's basic, advanced, robotics, human, virus, blight research, alien technology. So there's a lot of research here. And I think we want probably about 10 of those circuit boards. We get working on that. And our miners are working, our scouts. Open research, so we can now work on that. And that's going to kind of be a little bit. And again, you can, all the circuits, or not the circuits, but the component slots, I think to make this very interesting. So, this little scout now has an internal power component where it's expanding the area, but, I could, for example, put that here, even though there's a power cell, which is, maybe I can build something out there and do that, but either way, starting to get things built, and as you can see here, it's what's being researched. Circuit boards are starting to run short. Can I build another one of those? Yes. Get that nice worker. And then build a miner. Let's see. Technology. If I cancel, it just means it's not being done. We'll set that for the moment. Yeah, let's go quickly here. pick up a little bit more crystal. At least leave you enough that you're not completely... Alright. Not I could always send one of these mining drones to get it. And there's more scattered ore here. Let's put that in there. That should be enough to make this component. Voila. Perfect. Let's have you make that. We're going to put this on you. Your job is to go and mine crystals. And I'm going to link you to a world object on the map. That's going to be that. So now I've got workers, you know, again, world object, select on map. There we go. Now you are simply there. Things are being transmitted. We're in a good situation where, you know, things are being produced. Basic structures. We should be through basic structures very shortly here. And as we should see, have that, and we're going to get the ability, you know, to unlock more complicated production with each thing. So each thing has more unlocks. So, you know, this is research all by the uplink. Are we going to unlock something else, a better uplink to basically do more research? Here, expanded power. So this is like all the basic stuff to just like get your power grid better. You know, wind power to make new power locations. This thing is just, you know, it's doing its thing. You know, we've got circuit boards. We've got a lot being produced. And yeah, we're starting to really use up our power here. We're going to need more power kind of soon. You know, we're taking all this iron, we're making the plates, making the bars, you know. It's like sooner or later we're going to run out here. So, you know, this is a deconstructor to refund other components we can do. There we go, more research. Now let's do this. Let's finish up with basic power. But yeah, let's like the new components we can make. Internal components. Shows text instead of a visual register. I was reading, you know, other things we can do. We want to produce a portable radar, which, you know, okay, we do only one of them. Go, portable radar, you know, other things that we've learned. All right, we come in here. To do this, we start needing reinforced plates to get anywhere else in this tree. To get reinforced plates, we're going to need bars and this. So, you know, now we can get, you know, if we wanted to start, like, let's say move that there. So it can now do searches. We're now starting to create more reinforced plates. See, like there's now a robotics assembler rather than a regular assembler. Get to there. Basic robotics gets us that robotics plate to be able to do more things, power transference. All right, let's start working on that. Start getting those basics robotics. And there we go, like objectives. Just there, milestones, mine this, fabricate that, bots. More things to be, done. Alien creatures, how many map tiles, satellites off planets. There's a lot to do here. You can kind of see what this is going to be. If this kind of, building up the network, appeals to you, this could be a very fun game. If you're looking at this and like, oh, this is logistically, why am I doing this to myself? This is not the game for you. If Satisfactory is your jam, if Factorio is your jam, if Dyson Sphere, Dyson Sphere Project is your jam, this game, could also, fit in your kind of jam thing here because you have this very cool thing of building out buildings and vehicles and components. And components can be on vehicles or on buildings. And so as part of what you'll do is now I have bigger buildings. So, as before where I could only build this, one by one building with just, one small and two internals, I can now get a more efficient building where I have less storage but has more, options, and then a, that one here for medium construction. Then you could build like a storage building, or you could build, this is a 2 medium, or this is a medium and a small. Slight difference in cost, but there, and walls, piers because there's a turret, some sort of tower, kind of, defensive. There's a lot to be here. So, use a blueprint. So you can again kind of come here, blueprint for, how do you build a miner bot? So in this case, like, you just know that in this situation, you want it a small bot to mine. So now you no longer have to do, build this, then build this. You build and click to transfer. You just build this and build this directly. A little small efficiency thing there. It's a nice, cool little thing. But I think that gives enough to at least understand what you're doing here and give, either at this point, you're going to like it or you're not going to like it, in terms of its basic kind of logistical setting up and building up. But that's where we're going to call it for this look at Desynced. So I want to say thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.